I don't know if it's as a result of ADHD or something, because I don't know, I've never been diagnosed with it, but I have this capacity of, traveling to a different place altogether when even talking to somebody or listening to a lecture or maybe watching a movie. I have I have been doing this right from my childhood without any kind of awareness about it. And now that, with social media and a lot of reading and stuff, awareness altogether has grown in the people. I think much better what it used to be even 6 years back. I probably understand that it can be an underlying, some kind of, diagnosis probably is needed. But do you have any kind of spiritual explanation for it? Like, I mean, it's like me traveling to two different dimensions, being at one place. I mean, is that like normal, harmful? What it what exactly it is? Because when I'm, let's say when I'm working, when I'm at the office, and when I'm, just into something which I really like, that time my mind really doesn't travel. It stays focused and able to complete the work. But many a times it happens, like when I'm talking to somebody, I can feel that I'm traveling somewhere else.
Very common. And I think in this present age, all of us will be getting diagnosis left, right, and center. I think all of us would be neurodivergent and atypical and somewhere on the spectrum. I think humanity has gone to such a level of intellect that all of us are time travelers now, and harmful only if we are always there. And which is why embodiment is the basis in a lot of ancient cultures like yoga, Tai Chi, and all these ancient cultures focus so much on the body because they somehow realize that having your awareness in the body is the most important thing because that's keeping us alive. But moving and leaving our awareness is an inherited or sometimes cultivated habit. If in childhood we notice that one of our family members is very spacey and they get spaced out, as a child we observe them and pick that up from them. And it becomes an inherited habit of this ADHD thing that a lot of families have, right? We pick these things up as kids. And another thing is a cultivated habit of a coping mechanism or managing trauma where it just did not feel safe to be in the body. And when it feels uncomfortable to be in the body because there is some kind of pain or resistance or heaviness, the awareness, some part of the awareness likes to go somewhere where it's lighter, where it doesn't feel so dense. And that is also quite common, where it leaves like a convenience thing, like a coping mechanism. It's like, oh, it's just getting too much now. I don't want to be here, and I'll just take a break and I'll come back. And when you start to become aware of when it leaves, like you're mentioning, it's with certain people or with certain situations, you'll notice that it's the energy of the situation itself or the person that you're engaging with that is triggering some kind of a reaction in your system. If it's a human being, for a lot of people, it's their mothers. It's, it's like some family member. The thought about them or engaging with them sometimes can feel uncomfortable because of still, this lack of resolution from past experiences and not feeling comfortable and resisting the pain or the discomfort pulls us out. And building capacity with presence is kind of the way to allow this discomfort and embrace this discomfort and not make it a bad thing. It's like one part of the mind that is still here, that is aware that, part of the other mind is leaving and traveling, can become the guide for the other two aspects that are flying off and tell them, hey, let's start to focus on the chair or the feet. But sometimes it's also alerting you when a situation isn't right. This awareness is so smart, it tells you, leave. Like, why are you still talking to this person? And a lot of the times when we physically want to please the other person, we stay because we don't want to hurt the other person and say, hey, I've got to go. But the part of the consciousness that is like, I'm leaving. I don't care if you're coming or not, I'm just leaving. So a lot of the times it's that aspect that's doing the work for you. And it can also be a teacher. And if you actually listen to it, it may pull you out of a situation that you probably don't have to be in.
So
If that, if you can build awareness around when that happens, that'll start teaching you as to when your system wants to leave. And maybe just physically leaving might stop those things altogether.
interesting. I've never thought about it like that. But I'm not really aware exactly when it happens. I mean, it just happens sometimes. I mean, maybe even when I'm watching a movie, it can happen. It's kind
Yeah. See if the scene is triggering something. And sometimes when we're watching TV, if we want to go to the loo or restroom, we hold our, we control the urge to urinate and we hold our bladder. Sometimes the consciousness can leave. It's trying to alert us, hey, you're sitting for way too long. And building awareness as to when this leaving happens starts to teach you more about awareness itself and presence itself. So, building a habit around becoming curious as to, I wonder why I left now.
yeah,
And people notice that with scrolling too, when they are doom scrolling and, just scrolling, it's like a part of their awareness has left because they should have left. They should have put their phone away. So it's becoming aware of these little cues and signs during the day that teaches us more about, how we deal with presence itself.
yeah. Nice to know. Thank you. I'll be conscious.
Yeah, all the best.
Thank you very much.